Hello everyone and welcome back to another Minecraft update video. It is Snapshot 18w07a and I'm going to show you how you go about breeding turtles. Now I made a video on this snapshot yesterday and there was so much stuff in this one that I couldn't cover it all, and so I'm going to be showing you all of the things that I missed from yesterday's snapshot video and how to breed turtles. So if you didn't see it, there'll be a link on your screen and in the description box for you to click and check out all the other stuff added in this update. So let's get to the breeding of the turtles. I'm going to place two of them down here and then we're going to feed them some cod, formerly known as fish, and then they're going to do their little humping and then they're going to lay some eggs. Now that animation is wonderful. I just want to say it is so cool to see them do this. Come on fella, there you go. And can you see there's some eggs there now? Looks like it laid two of them, I think. And here's the cool thing, you can just breed them again straight away. Now you may be thinking that's going to get nerfed, but I actually think this is quite involved. So let's keep checking out the features that are going on here. Go on, try again, and then we'll talk about is this overpowered or whatnot in a moment. So that's how you get them to breed, okay? You feed them cod, then they go and lay down eggs with this wonderful animation. It is fantastic. Now, you can also lure turtles, which you normally do with food for other mobs. In this case, it is seagrass that they are attracted to, so you can see we can get them all to move along, which is just fantastic. Now, in survival mode, what you want to use is shears on these things underwater. If you go for the long grass, you will get 2 drops. If you go for the short grass like this, you will get 1 drop of seagrass. So that's how you end up harvesting the stuff. So we can breed them, we can lure them with seagrass. How do we go about getting these turtle shell pieces? Well, I have the answer for you, my friends. It is when a baby grows into an adult. If I press this button right here, we get a baby turtle, cute and adorable. It grows into an adult, and I picked it up. Like, I've got 2 in my inventory. Let's do that again just so you can see it's on the ground. So that turtle grows into an adult, and it pings out a little bit of a turtle shell, which is fantastic. So let's see what's going on with this command block. You can see that the age has been set to minus. So the age of an adult is 0 and above. And when a baby is created, it is given an age tag with a number here. I'm not sure what that number is, but it would be a certain amount of time, something probably like 5 minutes. And then eventually that ticks down and it turns into an adult, but when it does so, it spits out one of these shells. So all of these eggs that you see in front of us here have been laid down by the turtles, and they have some values. If you look on the right side of the screen at the bottom of the text, it says eggs 1, hatch 0. This one has hatch 1, and that one there that looks even more cracked has hatch 2. So there is some data that you can see there on the side of the screen. That stuff is cool, but what I want to show you is you've got to be careful around these turtles because you can accidentally trample the eggs and break them, which is not good, of course. Not good at all, and when there's more than one egg, you know, it takes several tramples to destroy all of them. Now, zombies are not a fan of these eggs. In fact, I just realised I'm on peaceful, so they need defending. If I spawn in a zombie, it's going to go for the eggs and try to destroy them. What a meanie. Look at that guy. He hates the turtles. I've also heard that they hate baby turtles as well. So let's come over here. Let's make sure this thing will be a baby turtle for some time to come. And then let's just... Yep. Oh, no! That is too mean. That is very, very mean. Do they go after the regular turtles, though? Hang on a second. That's lured them into the water. Let's fly over here. Let's just put down a couple next to the regular turtles. Now, they seem to go for the eggs and the baby turtles, which is what I've been reading. So what do I think about all of this? I think as it stands, this is actually going to be a pretty cool system in survival mode, as long as zombies sort of come after these turtle eggs, because, you know, you can breed up a lot of these and get lots of those shell pieces, but it's going to require some constant maintenance. So we can breed all of these things over and over again and create tons and tons of the turtle eggs on beaches. That's fine, but then you've got to protect the turtle eggs from the zombies, and they do seem to take a long time to grow up, and they also only hatch at night, which is when the zombies come out. So I think it could end up being a pretty cool system, although if you make, you know, a very well sheltered area that zombies can't get to, then you're probably going to end up with a lot of those shells, but it'll take a lot of your time as well, being in the area, breeding the turtles and whatnot. That's just my opinion on it. Anyway, let's go and see what these turtle shell pieces can be used for. It is brewing that we can use these turtle shell pieces for. I tried this in yesterday's snapshot video. I didn't get anywhere with it, unfortunately, but that's because you actually use the turtle shell, which you can wear on your head. You use this in the brewing to create a particular type of potion, a new one, which I also showed in that video as well. And there it is. It is the potion of the Turtle Master, slowness 4, resistance 4. Now that we've found the way to brew it, you can also chuck redstone onto it, which will increase the amount of time. And you can put glowstone on it as well to make it stronger. And you can see it's gone up to 6. So this one has level 4, as does this one. And the V and the I are the other way around there. So a minute of slowness 6 and resistance 6, which takes away 90% of your speed. I want to try this out, peeps. I want to see what happens. We've zoomed in. And moving has become very, very slow. But at the same time, I do have resistance 6, which is absolutely mental. We can get that in survival. Unbelievable. So next up, I wanted to show you these particle effects, these water bubbles that you'll find under the water. Now, currently, you won't find them out in the ocean spawning naturally. That hasn't been implemented yet, but it's planned to do so. You can see that soul sand down at the bottom there is making the bubbles flow up, and the magma is making the bubbles flow down. Personally, I feel like that should be the other way around, because heat rises, and also soul sand sort of makes you sink, but whatever. Let's jump down into the water and let's see this thing in action. Now, we're in survival mode. We want to pay attention to the bubble meter that we have above our hunger, and you can see that it gets reset as we go into this stream, which pushes us up very, very fast and could be used as a player elevator. Now, also you can hold down shift to go down faster, so let's walk into that. That's a really great speed of transport, and then you can hold down shift to descend. You'll also descend if you go into the magma blocks as well. So let's go over here and then drop down like so. Now currently we are at around 63 and above, and I heard it in another video I was watching that this stuff doesn't work above sea level. So I deliberately came over here and made it above sea level. It seems to work. However, I'm having problems with some of my other experiments staying with the bubbles, because there is soul sand down the bottom here, but we're not getting the bubble effect. So I've been making item elevators where you can chuck in a bunch of items and the items flow upwards, but that just doesn't seem to be happening, unfortunately, because the bubble effect disappears after a while. But I did get it to work at one point, so you can use this for item elevators, which is kind of cool. Now let's go and put down a boat, and yep, we've got a visual glitch over there, not sure what that's about, but we're going to go on top like this, and you can see that it rocks the boat. That's awesome. It kind of like did a little bob up and down there, and it did it again. That's cool. Now let's go and do it on the other type over here where the bubbles go downwards, and you'll see that the boat gets rocked, and after a little bit of time the boat sinks all the way to the bottom. That's really cool. I like that. Very cool little details. So let's also try this out with mobs as well. We've seen that it can move the player around. Let's go to the bottom, put a mob down here, and up it goes. It's a creeper rocket. Oh, that's so cool. Now we can also spawn them over here, and they should just drop all the way down. Then they're taking damage on the magma block. Let's try this out with items as well. As I mentioned a moment ago, I've been trying to make item elevators. So items already rise. Like sometimes if you throw them downwards, they'll sink a little bit, and then eventually they'll start going upwards. So those ones are going down, and then they become buoyant and they go up to the top. But with these, they're just going to go up to the top very, very fast. And unsurprisingly, with this stuff, you're going to see that the items sink and fall down to the bottom. So in yesterday's video, I covered the Trident and all of the new enchantments, but I forgot about something that I believe it was either Dinnerbone or Jeb were hinting at a long time ago, that you can use this Trident when it's raining. Now, currently you have the Riptide and Loyalty enchantments, and it is the Riptide enchantment that allows this effect to happen. The reason we got the Loyalty is so that we get our Trident back. So I'm just going to shoot it off into the distance, and you know, nothing happens. Eventually that thing will come back to us, right? It did go a long, long way away. There it is. And of course, because we're in creative, it kind of stays in our inventory anyway. So we're going to change the weather to rain and make sure that it rains for a while. And now we're going to use this thing again, and something different is going to happen. We're going to get projected up into the sky and do a massive jump, which is just wonderful. Now I know what you're thinking. Asumi, you should put those Elytra wings on. You are absolutely right. So this is intended to be a way to take off and then use your Elytra wings. But here's the thing, you can use it again, like so, and it gives you a massive boost. Look at that. So I'm going to do this now facing downwards. Whoosh! And off we go. We can use this like firework rockets in a way. Oh, that is so very, very cool, isn't it? Wow, that is super zippy and very, very fast. Now, I've been told that we can use this underwater as well, so let's get down here, and we're hanging out in the water. We've got our Riptide enchantment. We're gonna throw it like that, and do you know what? We should take these wings off while we do this. So let's try it again, and it sort of whooshes us forward. Not as much as when you're in the sky, which is understandable, but that's extremely cool. Now, let's go into swim mode and see if it's any different. It could be because I'm in creative that it's messing it up a little bit. So it's not a creative thing. If I tap control, we go into swim mode. If I use this, we're out of swim mode and we get a little boost. Now if I hold down control, and we've got to get our trident back, and we use this, we're going to go straight into swim mode, and that's how we get a bigger boost. And I think we technically just shot ourselves because I took damage. And also, the water breathing effect of the turtle doesn't seem to be helping at the moment. Let's use it to get to the surface so we can breathe. So, my friends, I've been messing around with MBT data, making the sleep time of the player very large. And none of these phantoms, whoa, have spawned in naturally. I've just summoned some in, and they are absolutely terrifying. They make screeching noises when they come after you. They do a lot of damage, and they patrol the sky like this and then dive down on the player. In fact, I'm going to get a little bit lower. Let's press F. No, wrong button. Jeez, there's a creeper there. Hi. I wanted to go into this mode. There's a skelly bob as well. And they're coming after me. Oh, jeez. I think the skeleton shot him. Does that mean it's going to go after the skeleton now? Oh, wow. I got so many questions about these mobs. But in the last snapshot video, I didn't really show them in survival, which I wanted to do right now. Here comes another one. Whoa. That is utterly terrifying. The screams these things make. Oh, they are just crazy. Fun fact for you, if you change the difficulty to peaceful, they will still be in the game and they will still go after the player, but they can't do any damage to it, which I find amusing. Wow, that screech that they make, oh, they sound so scary. All I can say is, what exactly did you expect from an xisumavoid video? This is exactly the sort of thing I do when I play this game. That is a lot of them. Oh, imagine seeing that for real. That would be utterly terrifying, wouldn't it? So let's move on to the little details, a few small things that I missed. One of them you might have seen in the video is occasionally you see mobs bobbing around in the middle of an ocean. If you played on the Snapshot world yourself, I'm sure you've seen this. That is because they are able to spawn in these locations down here. Now, the visual effect of these plants underground I think is kind of hacky because there's technically not actually water where the plant is. And you can see that if I just walk through here, my walk speed changes a little bit. And that's because I think that's actually sort of like an air block, and this doesn't have a collision box, meaning that a mob can actually spawn there. It's a valid space for a mob to spawn, and I'm sure that is going to change. So what happens is skeletons, zombies, creepers, even endermen spawn in these places down here, and if they try and move, then they bob up to the surface. So that's something that I reckon 100% is going to get removed. There's a skeleton that did the same thing somewhere over there. It spawned, it moved, and it rose to the surface. So you can expect to see that gone in the future. Let's go over a few little details. There's some new sounds added in this pack. One of those is for the turtle armor. So, you hear that? Yeah, that's a unique new sound. Not terribly exciting, but there you go. Also, you can use this block right here, the dried kelp block, as a fuel source. So let's chuck it in there. And it appears to be like a coal block. It seems to last for a very long time. So it could be another cool source of fuel within the game. So it probably doesn't need to be mentioned, but I showed some of the slabs and whatnot in yesterday's snapshot, and this is how you craft them, exactly how you would expect to craft them, right? So that's how you obtain those. Also thought I'd mention that these stripe logs are used as logs in crafting recipes, so you can turn them into planks. They basically behave like logs when you're doing your crafting. And with all of that out of the way, the very last thing to mention is that all of the new textures that you're seeing from new blocks and items in this game will be a part of the resource pack that Mojang are developing to retexture the entire game. If you're unaware, all of the textures in the game are going to change. However, new ones that are added in these snapshots will be staying the same. And I believe that includes the turtle, which is absolutely cute and adorable. I love this mob. What do you guys think of it? Leave a comment down below. Let me know if you know of some stuff that I've missed between the two snapshot videos, of course. And if you haven't seen the first one, go and check it out. There'll be a link on your screen. But that's it from me, this snapshot extra update video, I guess, on how to breed turtles and other things. and I'll see you soon with another one. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.